everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Marketing Inc. Today, we're going to talk about how you can maximize Black Friday, plan ahead to really squeeze all the possible juice out of this really exciting time for retailers, for service providers, and for buyers. So before we dive in, let's talk about a few Black Friday statistics from 2019. So last Black Friday, there were 93.2 million buyers that were shopping online. So if you are a local business, a bricks and mortar business, some type of retailer, you may be asking yourself, how does that impact me if I'm not selling online? And we will absolutely get there, but what it shows you is that buyers are on the internet. So if you are selling anything, you need to be there to show them what you have to offer. Last Black Friday also hit $7.4 billion in online transactions. So if you would like to get a piece of that action, this episode is definitely for you. For those local businesses out there, 30% of all retail sales occur from Black Friday until Christmas. I'm sure that most of you are already aware of this if you are a retailer, but if you're not, this is a very heavy buying time. Not only because of the sales going on, but obviously Christmas is right around the corner and people buy gifts for their family, friends, loved ones, and you want to be the person they're buying from. So $2.9 billion worth of Black Friday sales happened through mobile phones. If you're not leveraging SMS or text message marketing, or you are not optimizing your ads and your sales pages for that mobile phone, you are absolutely missing out. Millennials were also the biggest spenders on Black Friday last year, which means that if you're a business that has a small millennial buying group, but you don't feel like it's your primary demographic, this could really be a demographic that you could cater your Black Friday sales towards. What is it that this audience is buying from you, or what could they be buying from you that they're not currently doing so? The average person spends or plans to spend about $400 on Black Friday. Obviously, this can increase based on what it is you sell, but that's on average, which is a really great number for anyone who's selling anything. One statistic I absolutely need to point out is the fact that in 2019, in-store visits on Black Friday fell by 6.2%. So while that online shopping mentality has grown stronger and stronger, people have capitalized on that. And as a result, fewer people are coming in store or in location on Black Friday. That does not mean you can't get people into your business during Black Friday all the way through Cyber Monday, but it really should make you think about what you can be doing to drive foot traffic if you're not already doing so, because the trend is down for in-store shopping on Black Friday. That is one of the things we really want to try and focus on today. So obviously, I work with local businesses of all kinds, and that could be retailers, bricks and mortar businesses, restaurants, service providers, really any type of business that serves a local community. That does not mean that you still don't have that same opportunity to sell online. Obviously, your community is your primary audience, but there are absolutely ways you can still offer that audience ways to buy from you without coming in store, ways to buy from you directly from their phone or online when they're shopping for all these other Black Friday deals. If you're a local marketing agency, if you're a marketer working with local businesses, you really need to pay attention because it is time right now to start preparing for Black Friday. So the very first thing we're going to talk about is number one, to plan ahead. Do not let Black Friday be an afterthought for your business. Too many businesses, the week of Black Friday, realize, hey, we have not put anything together. I think maybe we should do a little something. If you're waiting to the last minute, it's not going to be well thought out. It's not going to be as effective because you won't have nearly enough time to brainstorm, to prep, to implement, and to test before going live. And so it really can hinder those results. So planning ahead is what this is all about. And that's exactly why you're listening today. The first thing I would like you to think about now that you know we are planning ahead for Black Friday is, what have I seen other businesses doing and how can I make myself stand out? How can I do this differently? So most businesses are focusing on that Black Friday sale alone, or Black Friday through Cyber Monday. But what I would encourage you to think about is extending the time frames in which you are offering your sales and discounts. So you can do incentive-based pricing starting a week, if not more, before Black Friday. What I mean by that is you can have certain products or services on sale a week before Black Friday. Every single day that passes, the price is going to increase just a little bit. So the reason that you could implement this is to, number one, get the jump on the competition in terms of advertising for Black Friday. This is your Black Friday sale, but by promoting it and starting a week earlier, people will be able to get access to your sale before anyone else's. And if they really want this deal, they don't want to wait until Black Friday, because by that time, the really amazing offer that you put together is still going to be good, but it's going to increase in price. The other option would be to switch the actual offer on the day of Black Friday and extend that a week after Black Friday ends with a very similar option. You start with your most aggressive pricing, and each day it's going to increase in that price point, or it's going to have a slightly less attractive offer to incentivize people to buy early, knowing that that same exact offer will not be here tomorrow. It's going to be not quite as good. When you are competing with businesses all around the world on the same day of the year, you've got to differentiate yourself. So by doing a slightly different structure in terms of the days that you are advertising and when someone can gain access to this offer, you will absolutely stand out and find yourself with less competition during that 2-week period outside of Black Friday through Cyber Monday. You're really going to have a much better opportunity to capitalize on your offer more than anyone else is going to be able to. The other thing that I want you to think about in terms of planning ahead is, how can you tease your audience and let them know that something really exciting is going to be happening? Most people don't make a peep about their Black Friday promotions until they actually present them on Black Friday or maybe the day before. But what you can think about is adding a teaser into your social media content, adding this into your emails that are going out. Send out a text blast to your list telling them to stay tuned. You're going to have some really amazing Black Friday offers coming up, and they need to be ready for them. That's going to get them excited. It's going to get them thinking about you before anyone else. You don't even have to have the details put together in order to do this. And if you go ahead and promote this as if it is happening, that is going to give you the incentive to make sure you're following through. If you don't, it's very easy to, again, let yourself fall into the trap of waiting until the day before Black Friday to start putting out this offer. But if you tell them you're going to hear about our Black Friday promotions a week before Black Friday, you've already made a commitment to your audience, and you're going to be much more likely to honor that than if you didn't tell a soul and just kept this to yourself internally. So now that we know we are going to have a plan, and we know that we're going to be doing something different than what our competition is doing, we also have given our audience a teaser to allow ourselves to really commit to this, but also get them excited before anything ever happens. What is next? That next step is going to be creating your Black Friday offer. Offers are something I love to talk about. And if you are not actually familiar with what an offer is not simply a discount. Obviously, on Black Friday, the discount style of offer is far more prominent. This is really what Black Friday is all about. But in truth, your offer is the way that your products or services are packaged to get people excited about buying them. That could be a bundle. That could be a free gift or bonus with purchase. That could be a buy one, get one 50% type of offer. That could also be something that comes with additional support elements or maybe a different type of structure than is typically offered. So what you end up doing is really going to be based on what you specifically sell, whether that's a product or whether that's a service. But like I mentioned before, Black Friday is all about the discounts. So you really want to focus on giving somebody a very attractive price point because that is what you're going to be competing with. However, that's not the only element you want to think about. So if I were to be creating this offer for Black Friday, what would I be doing to make sure that my audience gets something they really need, but is also very profitable for me? So the first thing I would think about is, what is it that I'm actually going to sell? Most people do not focus on their entire suite of products and services for their Black Friday promotions. They have some doorbusters, so to speak, and maybe some additional promotions on other things. But those doorbusters are really what you're promoting on the front end to try and get people in the door or to your website in order to buy what you have to offer. I would encourage you to do two things when deciding what you're going to be selling or promoting this Black Friday. The first thing you want to do is ask yourself, what is it my customers or clients really want? What is a product or service that's going to be really in demand from my existing audience? That's a great question because too many businesses use Black Friday as a way to get rid of inventory that isn't selling or that they no longer need, when if it hasn't been selling, it's because people simply don't see the need for it, or you've done a poor job at marketing it. Either way, I would not start there. Would really look at what people want first. Then you need to ask yourself, is this product or service going to be profitable for me if I add a significant discount? So looking at the demand is the first step in creating your offer for Black Friday. That second step is going to be asking yourself, are your margins good enough on this product or service to be able to offer a significant discount? And finally, you want to ask yourself, is this something that if we were to get an influx of sales, we would be able to fulfill easily? If you are a service provider, this is even more important. If you have some type of physical service that needs to be performed and you're selling this at an extreme discount, you may see a ton of orders. But then the question is, are you going to be able to fulfill that effectively? If you have any type of passive income offer that someone can purchase and there is no physical time spent from you in order to fulfill this, that is an amazing direction to go. The other direction could be to sell some type of offer that is focused on a service, but maybe does not need to be redeemed right now, or that people have to schedule in order to redeem it over the course of the next year. It really depends on what it is you're promoting, but you have got to think about that because you do not want your Black Friday sale to cripple you as a business in terms of your fulfillment. Once you've got those three things down, you really can come up with those final offer details, such as, what is that discount percentage going to be? Is this going to be a flat dollar amount off? Is there going to be a promo code associated? Is this only applying to specific products or maybe even specific variations of those products? And all of that good stuff. Are you going to add any type of risk reversal, like a money back guarantee or a time guarantee based on delivery? Are you going to add things such as free delivery, curbside pickup, free shipping? Are you going to do a free gift with purchase? Are you going to add extra support elements after the fact to allow someone to get the most out of what they purchase? All of those details need to be compiled, and now you've got your Black Friday offer. I would then look at those timeframes we already discussed and see if you can do an incremental discount where the most aggressive pricing happens about a week out from Black Friday and slowly starts to decrease in terms of percentage off. Whereas that Black Friday sale still wants to be exciting, but you want people to buy beforehand because your competition will be minimal. Again, if you would like to switch promotions around Black Friday, You can, but you also need to come up with those same details and make sure that there is a very easy way to stop that promotion from applying after the offer switches. So those are some of the technical details that you're going to want to figure out. And ultimately, it will depend heavily on what it is you're selling and what the structure of that offer looks like. But don't forget about those small details, because if you don't put these safeguards in place, you may have people well after Black Friday continuing to buy this offer, and you're either going to miss out on the money you could have made, or you're going to have those very awkward and unwanted conversations, letting someone know that this offer is no longer valid, which I would heavily advise against. So you probably would end up eating the cost of that additional discount. Now that we've got our plan, now that we've got our offer, what do we need to do? Well, we need to promote it. We need to get the word out. There are a lot of different ways that you can promote your Black Friday sales, but some of them do take thinking ahead, which is exactly why we're talking about this today. So I want you to create a promotion plan. That's going to start from the very day that you are listening to this. So if you're a week out from Black Friday and you don't have anything put together yet, don't let that stop you. You can actually get a lot of this done very quickly, but you may just simply need to act a little bit faster than if you planned earlier. I really still would love for you to make sure that you've got a solid week before Black Friday that you can start promoting these. There are several different options that you could focus on with your promotion plan. So the first thing you need to think about is, what is that actual offer that I've put together? And what is the messaging around that product or service going to be? Obviously, because this is before Christmas and people are in the Christmas shopping mentality, you would be wise to consider this and ask yourself, could this be a gift item? How could I present this as an ideal gift for friends and family? Some people are buying a lot for themselves on Black Friday, but a lot of people out there, they're really looking for others. So if you can show them why this gift is different or better or special, you're really going to be able to attract more buyers. The next thing that you can do is consider offering a more blanket promo code or even a specific promo code for your offer on the front end. So what I mean by that is, you can create this promo code that's going to be valid for Black Friday or even a week before Black Friday. Instead of trying to get people directly to your website or to come in store in order to get that, have them opt in first directly through your ad to get that promo code. By doing that, you're now going to be able to collect email and phone number data that will allow you to market to these people from the day they opt in and heavily throughout the end of your Black Friday sale. Even if that person does not end up buying during Black Friday, you now have this very valuable information that you can continue to use over and over again moving forward at very minimal cost for marketing. These leads could convert over time very easily now that you've gotten them in your ecosystem. So even though that is a different strategy than what we typically see, there is simply nothing more valuable to any business than the list they are building. If you are building a list intentionally, they should have the right types of people. And if you've got the right types of people who are interested in what you do, and now you've got a way to email them or send text message marketing, you're going to be able to stay in front of them, whether that's with content, whether that is with additional promotional opportunities, or just a way to nurture and follow up and make sure that your business stays top of mind. I would highly encourage you guys to do that. And because people are in the shopping mentality, regardless of when they're able to use that promo code, you could start promoting it. You could do it weeks ahead of Black Friday and tell them that they can't use it until this specific day, but you're giving yourself more ability to stand out from the crowd and you're able to build a better list. I think that that would be one of the most profitable strategies that any of you could implement. The next thing I'd encourage you to do is focus on strategic partnerships and affiliate offers. So if you could go around to other businesses in your area that share a similar customer, what could you collectively throw into the gift bag, so to speak, to make this offer much more attractive? So maybe I'm a local salon and I want to go to the nail studio. I want to go to the tanning bed. I want to go to the boutique down the road. And I want to say, hey guys, we all have the same type of customer that we're going to be promoting to. I would love to be able to feature your businesses in my Black Friday offer, and you're going to be able to get your Black Friday offer in front of your target market through my audience. In the reverse, I'm also going to be able to get my business in front of your audience by being in this offer as well. So it could be a $20 voucher or gift certificate to each of those businesses when you buy a color and cut from this company. Most businesses like that are going to have some type of new client offer regardless, because if this is any type of recurring service, you really need someone to try you out the first time in order for them to become a long-term customer. If they never see the incentive to try you out when maybe they already have an existing service provider, it's simply not going to happen. Giving that first service or even product at a significant discount is a great way to be able to wow them and keep them coming back. So it may be something they already have going on, and you're essentially just able to bundle this together. If you do this, you need to require that those businesses promote this offer to their email list. If they do text message marketing, make sure it's sent out that way. You would be tagging them on social media, and they would need to share that with their audience as well. Most businesses are going to have no problem doing that, but any of those assets that you can provide, such as the actual email content and the graphics to make this easier for them to do so, I would highly encourage you to do that. That's going to be able to leverage all of those different audiences and email lists so that you can get more exposure for Black Friday, but it also really makes your offer significantly more juicy without you having to contribute anything additional or increase that discount. So it is going to make it stand out. The affiliate offers are also great if you have something that you could do affiliate marketing with, because there are so many people out there that already have an audience. Similar to those other local businesses, this may be just an influencer, or it may be some type of content-based publication or website where they're not actually selling a physical product or service, but they do have the audience there. You can approach them and say, hey, this is the offer that I have, and if you're willing to promote it, I'm going to give you X% of the sales. So that can be great if you've got people that either have audiences that really trust them or very large audiences in your local area. If you are a local business, I would avoid doing this with any influencer that's local unless their audience is primarily local. Influencer marketing can be difficult for local businesses because you're simply not sure where their audience exists. But if this is kind of a hometown hero type of person, or someone with a very solid local audience, like maybe a blogger about the city, things to do, that could be a great option for you. PR is another great way to get the word out about your business, whether that is any other time of the year or Black Friday. The question is, why would a news outlet, why would a publication or newspaper ever think about promoting your offer or your business for Black Friday? Well, the truth is, they need a reason to want to do that. And that is going to tie in to the story. The story of what you're doing, if it's different, can be pitched to them and you can actually get free exposure. I've also seen that charitable acts and donations, such as X amount of the proceeds from our 2-week Black Friday sale are going to this organization. That can be a great hook as well, because ultimately, if you're just trying to promote your offer, they just want you to buy their advertising. But if there's a story behind it, these types of businesses also need content that's relevant to the time of year, but it's got to have an angle that works for them. It can't just be directly about sales. On that same note, live events or even virtual events can be an awesome way to get this done. Live events can be small, so even if you are in a city that still has coronavirus restrictions, I would not write this off. But getting people into a physical location is one of the single best ways to make great sales. What you need to do is really make this something that's either educational or interactive or fun. The event itself is not about the sale. That's what everyone else is going to do. They're going to have a big sales event. That's nothing special. But if you can have a Black Friday event that people are actually going to get value out of, such as a place to bring their kids so that they can play, and maybe there's food there, but you're also going to be able to expose them to all of the things that you sell, that could be a great option. If you are a business that has a lot of education behind it, you absolutely can do that and just have a special offer for the people that are there. That's something you can do every month out of the year, not just Black Friday, but it really would separate you from the rest of the pack and drive people in store. And if you heard that statistic early on, 6.2% decrease in in-store visits on Black Friday. So this is a great way to combat that. On that same note, you could do virtual sales events. There was a company that sold clothing in store pre-coronavirus. Well, obviously, those types of retailers, if they weren't currently pushing their inventory online heavily, they really had to think fast and say, how can I leverage my social media audience? How can I leverage my email list to really get them to still see what we have and want to buy it? So they did a virtual try-on where they're trying on all the new inventory. They're talking about the details. They're showing people what it would look like. And they're telling them, this is X% off. Drop a comment of this, and we're going to send you the link and the promo code to get the discount. Because it's a live video, you're going to get a lot of live engagement, which is great. You can push that out to your list. You're still promoting these sales, but it's going to have that curiosity factor because they don't know exactly what you're going to have or what they're going to see. And they can actually see the product in use the way they want it to, even if they can't be there in person to try it on. I think that is an amazing idea for any of you, doing live demonstrations with the ability for someone to comment and take advantage of that offer. You can then continue to promote those videos to get even more engagement, but that is just a reason to start sooner before Black Friday so that you don't just have a single day. You can do that on day one and continue to promote that for the next 2 weeks through paid traffic and really leverage the engagement that was already developed on that live video. You can also send everyone on your email list a link to that, expose them to your social media channels if they're not currently involved. You can use tools like StreamYard to push this out to all of your social media channels at once. So regardless of where your biggest audience lies, you can get it out to everyone in the same way. The next thing that I'll talk about is ads. If you're running a Black Friday promotion, you cannot expect to have this huge boom if you're not actually willing to spend money to promote your own business. So last year, I did a sale on my Remodel Your Marketing course, and it was a very significant discount. But because this is a passive income product for me, it doesn't require a lot of time on my end to make this work. I was able to give that discount. I knew exactly how much I would make from every sale. Because of that, you have a very clear benchmark in terms of what you can spend to acquire that sale. I made a great amount of money on that promotion, did not have to do a lot, and had a really great customer acquisition cost. The cool thing is that I've now seen several of those sales convert into higher paying clients over the last year. So the amount of money that you can make from your Black Friday sales, it's not limited to that day alone. You are able to acquire new customers with a very low risk to them, and they're more incentivized to do it because they know this is a limited time thing. I would encourage you to potentially switch up the different things that you are offering every year because you don't want people to wait in the year to buy this product because they know it's going to be on sale for Black Friday. So that's just a little advice. If you know anything about what I teach, then you know that Facebook and Instagram ads are really where we spend the bulk of our time discussing, but YouTube ads can be a great option as well. Affiliate marketing, we've already discussed that. Email and text message marketing, definitely something to focus on. But I really, really, really want to encourage you to actually spend money on your ads. The focus of great marketing is to see a financial return, not to just spend money and see nothing. And if you're doing it the right way, you're going to make so much more than you're going to spend, but you can't let that uncertainty or that anxiety hold you back from really making this happen. We've already talked about building your list, but that is going to be very important. So whatever you can do to build your list faster, I'd encourage. That could be promoting a new lead magnet up until the time that you're ready to promote that actual offer. I do think that the promo code would be a very easy one because it doesn't require any type of backend creation, but we have great success with video trainings for opt-ins or PDF lead magnets. I do a lot of 5-day challenges, which is another great lead magnet opt-in. And those people not only sign up, but if you structure it the right way, they can go ahead and buy. You can give them early access to this offer without promoting it to anyone else on the front end. That is a great way to build your list at a low cost and then excite them with this early bird discount. The next thing that I really want to encourage you to do, regardless of the form of advertising that you're selecting, is really focus on your story, your personal brand, the brand of your business, and what you've gone through this year. So this podcast is for local businesses and the people that serve local businesses. And we all know how hard these local businesses have been hit due to coronavirus restrictions. And you may have had a really tough year. I have a client who she had exactly that. She had probably every single bump in the road that you can have related to coronavirus. Not only her physical location shutting down, but even different organizations forcing her to stop production of certain products and having things that were very much outside of the typical cost being incurred on her for really no reason. She was put in a very tight financial situation. She is not the type of person to try and share a sob story with her audience, but she was willing to get real and get vulnerable. And she sent an email to her list telling them what they had gone through this year and that they truly needed their help. And if you have gone and built a business that really serves people on a deeper level, you're going to have people that are truly grateful and that love your business out there. If you can tell your story and expose those vulnerabilities, if you have them, they're not going to see it as a sign of weakness. They already know that people have been struggling this year, but it really can show them, hey, shop local, support these local businesses on Black Friday. Don't do all your shopping on Amazon. Let's really engage the local community to support each other, because I can tell you there's so many businesses out there that without your continued support are simply not going to be around. That is not a sign of weakness. That is a sign of strength to be able to share that. But in truth, people need to hear it. Oftentimes they just forget that their dollars are important, that every dollar they spend has the power to lift up their local community. So don't be afraid to remind them. I would also encourage you to even start asking your audience what types of offers they'd like to see for Black Friday. That is another great way to tease the audience beforehand. Ask them to choose between 2 options. Maybe you give them more options, or you let them tell you what they think would be amazing. Doesn't mean you have to do it, but it's a great way to start a conversation. It's a great way to see what your existing leads and audiences are actually interested in so that you can follow up with them about that specific product and service. It's also going to be able to give you the insight you need to craft an offer that your audience really wants. So once you've got all of the promotional details planned out, the final steps are to make sure that this is trackable. If this promotion works really well for you this year, you may want to repeat that in the future. Maybe it's a different product or service with a similar structure, or maybe you do find that this is something you want to repeat year after year. However, if you're not keeping track of where these sales are coming from or the exact amount of money that's being made, you're not going to have the information that you need to make that decision effectively moving forward. You're also going to need to figure out the technical aspects of this. And I know for a lot of you, the technical aspects are really where you struggle, but don't let that stop you. There are a lot of simple ways to get this done, a lot of ways that aren't going to involve tons of crazy funnels and landing pages and this and that. There's very simple payment systems, such as pay funnels, that you can send someone a link and they can pay for it very quickly and easily. If you're not somebody who's currently selling online, that could be a great option instead of trying to switch your entire website to an e-commerce focused site. You can literally have a Black Friday list and create individual payment links for that Black Friday price and call it a day. You could also use that promo code offer very easily and effectively. There's so many other ways to do this. And even if you do need a full technical setup, that's something you guys can reach out to us about, and we're happy to help you with it. Or you can figure it out one step at a time and just do the best you can. Good is better than perfect. Done is better than perfect. So please don't let perfect be the enemy of the good or the done. Just make it happen and you will figure it out as you go. So once you've got all of this set up, you really want to test it. Test before you go live, especially if this is a new offer or a new system. There are going to be bugs. That's just the truth of it. If you can test it on the front end, figure out what those bugs are and make sure they're resolved before your audience or the public is going to see those, your stress level is going to be significantly reduced, and you're also going to have a lot more success. If you find that your payment links are broken or that something isn't happening that should be happening, you may actually be spending money on ads that no one's able to then purchase from. So just be aware of that and know that the best plan in the world can still fail if the technical aspects are not set up correctly, and that all it takes is walking through the entire system after it's been created as if you were a consumer, to make sure that you've thought about every single detail that would need to be addressed to make this extremely profitable for your business. I hope this has been informative. I hope this has been really educational for you. And most of all, I hope that you will take this advice and implement it into your business this Black Friday, next Black Friday, and hopefully long term. Thanks again for being with me today, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.